as I'm concerned, there is cash incentives in children being removed. End of. That's what I feel. And based on what I've just said pertaining to my family, where names were changed pertaining to my grandchildren and cash was being brought to the door, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you be bringing? And, the other thing is, they even had the fact that my daughter was not cooperating. They had that my daughter was not cooperating with the local authority. Okay? But then when they went to my daughter's house, initially, they were able to get the correct address. But any paperwork they were sending to the next door neighbours. So just to show you the level of deceit, perjury and corruption that these individuals do.
And the reason why local authorities have that is because we all know that children are best placed with their families. I mean, even the Children's Welfare Bill, I think everyone should read it. There's a section where they've basically spoken about the fact that local authorities now need to be having meetings with parents and family members first before we consider going into care proceedings. And absolutely, that is what should be happening. Unfortunately, there are social workers whereby they practice very, very poorly that don't really give the good social workers a good name, who actually want to be able to practice and do things well by the book. When I've worked with families, I mean, I've worked with lots of families on various plans. One thing I don't do is I don't really go and misuse any power, because I think as a social worker, you're working with people. That is the very first point of call. You're working with people. And I think social workers need to be able to get better.
Some of it. But what I wanted to touch on is what you just talked about there about the genetics. Under family court, and it's an interesting one, because it's see what you were saying about the medical staff as well, the hospital. And the rules and the laws in this country are crazy, because you can take your child to hospital, and then the hospital can apply for court orders to stop you taking your child leaving. And then, like you say, all these other people come in, and we're getting more and more of this kind of one person mentality of one person can have an issue and things spiral out of control. And when it goes through family court, it can spiral significantly out of control. And on the notion of bloodlines, genetics, we are all engineered and have evolved differently. We are all unique in our own right. We all